Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Chicago Karl. I am Chicago Karl, where we break down sports and whatnot, react to games, predict things, and make lists. So, today, as you saw from the title of this video, we have got March Madness Day 3, technically, reviews and reactions to the outcomes. So, we're going to be going over what we picked in yesterday's preview, and if our prediction was correct or wrong, and we're going to be reacting. I'm going to be talking about some tidbits from the game, how I thought things went, how I think coaches and players performed, and we're going to go from there. So to start, March 20th, 2021, we had the two-seeded Alabama defeat Iona 68-55. We picked this game correctly. We picked an Alabama win. I know some people were very optimistic of Pitino's Iona. And I mean, I think they had good reasoning. Like I said, Iona is fresh. They haven't played too many games. Pitino is a storied coach. Okay. On top of this, they're going into this game off a good run. Okay. They've won games going into the tournament. They're hot and they're fresh. Hard to beat. But Alabama, they're 25-6. They're the second-ranked team in their part of the bracket. They're a good basketball team out of the SEC. Okay, Isaiah Ross for Iona was a highlight of the game. Was a highlight for this game. He dropped 19 while picking up 5 boards and a steal. As far as Alabama goes, their forward Herbert Jones picked up 20 points, 6 boards, and 2 assists. He had quite the performance. So yeah, 1 for 1 for our picks. Coming on after that, we've got Iowa defeating Grand Canyon University 86-74. We correctly picked this game too. Not that much to say, really. Iowa is just by far and away such a better team. Like, they didn't dominate, but they played really well in a very talented and crowded Big Ten, whereas Grand Canyon played well in their conference, but they're playing bad teams night in and night out in the WAC. I mean, that's the conference that has Chicago State, Dixie State, Seattle. Like, those aren't the best programs. But for Grand Canyon, Asbjorn Midtgaard, I hope I'm saying that right, their center, he dropped 18, picked up 6 boards, and had 1 assist. Obviously for Iowa, the big man, Luka Garza, their center, picked up 24 points, 6 boards, and an assist, helped Iowa to that victory. He was the biggest proponent for giving Iowa this win. This is a tough one. We've got that Abilene Christian defeating number 3 Texas 53-52. We covered this game and reacted to it. We expected a Texas win, as did a lot of people. We were wrong. Abilene Christian, out of the Southland Conference, picks up a win over the third-place team in the Big 12, third seed in their bracket. Not that much to say that I didn't say in the video, other than I just went on Twitter and checked ESPN. Number 33 on the bench. He is a legend. That dude's crazy. I liked how he put up horns down, and I like his pictures celebrating. That guy's awesome. Joe Pleasant for ACU put up 11 points, 8 boards, picked up a steal. He was their best player, even though it really was an ACU team effort, like we said. And Jericho Sims for Texas, their forward, their big guy. He collected 10 points while picking up 11 rebounds, getting 2 assists. So we're 2 for 3. 2-1, 2 for 3, whatever you want to say, as of now. Next, we had Kansas taking on Eastern Washington. We predicted successfully a Kansas win. This was a high-scoring game as Kansas won 93-84. Very high scoring. I didn't catch much of this game, but I did see some of it, and to be honest, I don't have much to say. Tanner Groves, of Eastern Washington, his twins on the team, he put up 35 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Quite the performance, probably the best individual performance of the day. Scoring performance, at least. And he propelled EWU as much as he could. I mean, this team was up by 8 at halftime against Kansas, but they couldn't close out the game. Kansas put up 55 points in that second half. David McCormick of KU putting up 22 points, 9 boards while dishing out 2 assists. He helped that Kansas team to a win. We had an early game here in the next match. We had number 4 Florida State beating number 13 UNC Greensboro. Final score 64-54. We successfully picked Florida State. This game was closer than I thought it would be. I thought Florida State was just by far and away the better team than UNC Greensboro. Obviously, UNCG plays in a weaker conference, whereas Florida State plays in the ACC. They're playing good teams night in and night out. But they got the win. A smaller margin than I predicted, which may hurt their stock going into their matchup that they're going to face. I believe Florida State is now paired up with Colorado. That'll be a great game to watch. But regardless, we should mention Isaiah Miller of UNCG putting up 17 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. Great game for the guard. And Raekwon Gray, of Florida, the forward, put up 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists while helping the Seminoles get that win over UNC Greensboro. So far, we're 4-1 on the day. Pretty good day. And now, here's where we picked up another loss in the bracket picking department. I picked Virginia to overtake Ohio. Obviously, didn't happen. Virginia looked horrible today. I covered this game. Virginia looked bad. They were sloppy. They were inefficient. Ohio wasn't that much better, but they got the win. They held off Virginia. They held their own. A MAC team. Again, Ohio was ranked like 6th in the MAC this year. It's surprising they even won their tournament. They beat Virginia by 4. It barely escaped. Jason Preston was all over ESPN and Twitter today. He put up 11 points, 13 boards, picked up 8 assists, almost got the triple-double, but he really propelled Ohio to that win. Sam Hauser of UVA picked up 15 points, 9 boards, and 3 assists. Good performance on his part. The team, though, no. Awful. That's embarrassing. So we're 4-2 so far. Next, we have 5-seed Creighton taking on 12 UC Santa Barbara. Creighton narrowly escapes this game, winning by 1 point. 63-62 is your final. UC Santa Barbara is a bit disappointing here, to be frank with you. They should have. They had the win in the palm of their hands and lost it to Creighton. It's tough, but I don't have much else to say. Creighton, led by Coach McDermott, got the win. They move on. Creighton plays Ohio, which will be a great game in the second round. Jaquari McLaughlin of UCSB puts up 13, 6, and 7. And Marcus Zagorowski, hope I'm saying that right, put up 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists for the Blue Jays. Moving down, we're about halfway through here. We've got Georgetown and Colorado. This was a great game. Great way to start the game. Colorado won 96-73. I was not buying the Georgetown hype. I had Colorado winning this game 110%. Jabari Walker of Colorado, I just gotta mention, put up 24 points. Looked great. He, as well as, who was it? There's another guard on Colorado that played really well. I think, it was McKinley Wright, played really well. They both propelled Colorado to this win. It was a fun game to watch on Colorado's part. Georgetown came out flat. They didn't come out too intense, really, and it showed. Qudus Wahab, I believe I'm saying that right, put up 20, 12, and 1 block. He was a physical guy. He was a bit sloppy today, but he was the only thing going for Georgetown. They really shot themselves out of that game. Then we've got 8 LSU taking on 9 St. Bonaventure. LSU, predictably, they got the win, 76-61. I think St. Bonaventure is really highly ranked for as good as a team as they are. I don't think they should be really a top 10 ranked seed in any of the brackets, but what are you going to do? Not much to say here. LSU just is a better coach team, better ran team. They play better teams. They're in the SEC. 9 times out of 10, they're going to beat a program like St. Bonaventure. Osun Osaniwi of SBU puts up 15 points, 9 boards, grabs 3 assists, and Cameron Thomas, my apologies, of LSU, the guard, puts up 27 points, grabs 4 boards, dishes out 3 assists. He propelled them to that 76-point final. Michigan, the 1 seed, taking on Texas Southern. I don't think anyone was surprised here. Let's be honest. Michigan is a great team. 21-4 during the season. Texas Southern 17-9, and Texas Southern, by the way, was literally one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the country. They just don't shoot from behind the arc. But there you go. Michigan gets the win again, similar to LSU St. Bonaventure. A team like Michigan, 9 times out of 10, is going to beat a team like Texas Southern. They play better teams night in and night out. They're better coached. The stage is just brighter, essentially. All right, Texas Southern, their highlights: Michael Weathers put up 24 points, 4 boards, and an assist. Mike Smith of Michigan put up 18 points, grabbed 4 boards, put up 5 assists. He propelled them to that 82-point final. Then we've got Drake out of the Valley losing to USC out of the Pac-12, 72-56. And you're going to realize really quickly the Pac-12 is the best performing conference out of any conference. They've played great. They really have. They've played great. And it's shown right here. Obviously, USC gets that 16-point win over Drake. It was tough because Drake was a great team this year. I watched a bit of Drake in the Valley. They played well. They won their playing game to Wichita State just 2 nights before, but they ran out of gas here. I didn't think Drake had the magic to really beat USC, but that's besides the point. Joseph Yesufu of Drake, who played great in that playing game, went 26 points today, 5 boards, 2 assists, and Evan Mobley of USC puts up 17 points, 11 boards, and 2 assists. After that, we've got number 10, Maryland, upsetting the Big East UConn. Final score 63-54. Coach Hurley was devastated today. The Terps get a much-needed win here. A good amount of people actually did have a Maryland win. I believe we did too. Yes, actually we did. We had Maryland winning this game as of our review video. And we were correct. Ayala, my apologies, of Maryland looked great. He's their guy. Put up 23 points, grabbed 5 boards, dished out 2 assists. And Isaiah Whaley of Connecticut, really their only bright spot. I mean, the Connecticut's team was awful. He put up 6.7 boards and 4 assists. Connecticut's guard, I can't think of his name right now. He's their bright spot. Like, he is their guy. He played terribly. You can't win when your big guy is playing like that. But, and we were right, it showed. Here was a shocker to us. We got this game wrong. We've got Oklahoma and Missouri. Oklahoma takes a 72-68 win. They only win by 4 points, but it is a win regardless. Jeremiah Tillman of Missouri puts up 16 points, grabs 12 boards, and gets an assist. And Austin Reeves of OU picks up 23 points, gets 4 boards, and 6 assists. Big 12 beats the SEC here. Missouri falls. Yeah, I didn't think Missouri was a great team, to be honest with you. But what are you gonna do? Missouri struggled with Bradley, and I don't know. I thought they were gonna take the win over Oklahoma, but I guess I was wrong. Can't get them all. Then we've got Gonzaga, 27-0, beating Norfolk State. Who was surprised? Literally no one. Norfolk State struggled to beat Appalachian State in their playing game. You could tell by that game, this team is not great, okay? They lose this game by a ton. They lose this game by 33. Kashawn Hicks of Norfolk State puts up 8 points, gets 6 boards and 1 assist, and Anton Watson of Gonzaga puts up 17 points, grabs 7 boards, and picks up 4 assists. Gonzaga won. It was a team effort. That team is just good. Gonzaga moves on to play against Oklahoma in the round of 32. I'm pretty sure you can predict who we're taking in that game as well. And the final, actually second to last game we're going to be reviewing, the 11th seeded UCLA upsets Brigham Young University. This game was great. It had it all. It had physicality. It had shooting. At the end, Loner should have gotten a flagrant, but did not. But regardless, UCLA gets that 11-point win. UCLA came into this game 19-9, a worse record than BYU, but they get the win. Johnny Jazang of UCLA picks up 27 points, 5 rebounds, and a block on the day. And Alex Barcelo of BYU, their guard, picks up 20 points, 5 boards, and an assist. Not much here that hasn't been said already, really. UCLA won their playing game against Michigan State. They looked strong against Michigan State. They looked stronger today. They're picking up heat. I'm bullish on UCLA. I think this is a great team that can make a push. And I think they will make a push. I'm calling it right here. If you see UCLA in the Sweet 16, I'm not going to be surprised. And we can't really review this game, but VCU, who we actually picked to beat Oregon, didn't play because there was a COVID complication with Virginia Commonwealth University. What are you going to do? So VCU does not play. Oregon automatically gets the win and advances. They're going to play their first tournament game after everyone else has already played a couple against Iowa, which will only help Iowa. I think Oregon's going to be rusty. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for further videos. You can follow us on Instagram at chicagocarl.yt. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at chicagocarl. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what you think of the games today and the future games coming up. Have a nice day. Continue to watch my future uploads and continue to enjoy the tournament. Thank you.